I was scrolling through Facebook late one night, not really paying attention, just letting my thumb move out of habit, when I saw a message request that made my chest tighten instantly. A name I hadn't seen in almost 25 years. A woman who gave birth to me and then disappeared from my life. Before I even opened the message, my body reacted first. My hands went cold, my stomach dropped. My thoughts started racing faster than I could control them, because when someone shows up after decades of silence, it's never just, hello. I'm 34 years old. I've been adopted for almost 25 years, and I want to say this clearly, right now. My mom is my mom. End of story. She's the woman who raised me, who loved me, who showed up every single day. Blood never earned a place in my life. Commitment did. I've always known I was adopted. It was never hidden from me. I even had a say in it, despite being so young. But growing up, there was always this closed door in my mind labeled birth mother. Behind that door, almost nothing. I knew she was short, petite, and her first name. We'll call her Kim. That's all I ever knew. No photos, no stories, no idea if she was alive or gone. And honestly, I had made peace with that. Because what happened back then wasn't minor. I wasn't gently placed into another home. I was removed under extremely serious circumstances. Kim didn't just lose custody, she lost her parental rights completely. And then, silence for 25 years. Until September 11th, 2025. I remember the date because my body remembers it. My phone buzzed. A Facebook notification. Message request. Her name. I stared at the screen so long it dimmed. My heart felt like it was pressing against my ribs. My thoughts spiraled. How did she find me? Why now? What does she want? When I finally opened the message, she didn't even say it directly. She didn't say, "I'm your birth mother." Instead, she wrote something vague. "I think I know who your birth parents are." It felt calculated, like she was testing the water, seeing how much control she still had. That alone sent me into an emotional spiral, because suddenly I wasn't just a grown woman with a life. I felt small again, unsteady, like someone else was trying to rewrite a story I'd already survived. I responded carefully, briefly, keeping distance. Weeks went by, and instead of respecting that space, she started pushing. More messages, more questions, more attempts to insert herself into my life. She wanted personal details, emotional access, familiarity she hadn't earned. I told her, clearly, that I wasn't comfortable, that I needed time, that I wasn't ready. She heard me and ignored it. Then she dropped another surprise. She told me she had found my biological father. We'll call him Craig. Craig had a life, a family, 5 children, and none of them knew I existed. Not one. And instead of letting me decide how or if that information should be shared, Kim contacted his children herself. She told them about me. She later told me about it casually, almost proudly, and mentioned that Craig was upset with her. She sounded amused. I felt completely overwhelmed because once again, she had crossed a line that wasn't hers to cross. She made a deeply personal decision for me without asking, without permission. Still, I stayed calm, quiet, observing. Then Kim became focused on something else. She decided she needed to be first. The first to talk to me on the phone, the first to meet me in person, like this was a competition, like she was owed that moment. I told her no. Not harshly, not emotionally, just firmly. I told her that it wasn't her decision, that I didn't even know if I ever wanted to meet her, that this process was mine. She didn't respond well to that. Her tone shifted. Messages became shorter, colder, passive. Then something happened that changed everything. One afternoon, my phone rang. Facebook Messenger video call. I didn't recognize the name at first. I answered, and there she was, one of Craig's daughters. We'll call her Courtney. She hadn't meant to call me. She pocket dialed while she was at work. Bright lights overhead, background noise. She froze when she realized what happened. We laughed awkwardly, said hi, exchanged a few kind words. She apologized and said she had to go. The call ended, but my heart was racing because for the first time in my life, I saw someone who looked like me. Minutes later, my phone rang again, another video call, this time from his brother, James. He had noticed the missed call and wanted to check in. We talked, nothing intense, nothing emotional, just normal conversation, and it felt easy. No pressure, no entitlement, no expectations. And here's the thing, Kim didn't know. I hadn't told her, and I chose not to. Because for the first time since this all started, I wasn't reacting, I was choosing. She wanted to be first. She wasn't. She wanted control. She didn't have it. She wanted access on her terms, and I didn't give it. That wasn't cruelty. That was boundaries. I didn't block her. I didn't confront her. I didn't escalate. I simply lived my life on my own terms. And that quiet choice, that calm refusal to be rushed, pushed, or claimed, that was my power. If this story resonated with you, hit the like button. Subscribe for more stories about boundaries, healing, and quiet strength. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had to protect your peace by choosing distance? Sometimes the strongest revenge is choosing yourself.